Good morning, Cheryl. How are you doing?
Hi, Eugenie. Good to be here. I'm doing fine.
And welcome to Coaching Corner with Eugenie. I am so excited to be starting this and to be able to showcase both my women friends and women in the community who are 50 plus and crushing it. Okay. I feel it's so important for people to know that women over 50 should not be put out to pasture, but have creative juices and oomph and business know-how to move forward in this world and to contribute with their wisdom and knowledge. So this is my friend Cheryl Hutto with Cheryl Hutto Coaching, and she's going to tell us a little bit about her backstory, the struggle she's had to overcome, and also why she chose coaching and a little bit about her business.
Well, Eugenie, I'll be 50 soon in a few years. Is this good? I'm only kidding.
Oh
No, I'm definitely eligible for this interview.
no! Okay.
Yes,
Go on.
of course, my name is Cheryl Hutto. I am a coach for caregivers, predominantly for people who are caring for loved ones, family caregivers who are caring for loved ones, mostly with dementia, but all caregivers experience the same emotions. So I work with helping caregivers feel better about themselves. Also, we work with practical tips, but really the emotional aspect of what it means to be a caregiver and how we can really do things to care for ourselves. And it's been very rewarding for me so far. I got into this, I suppose, 3 or 4 years ago. I've done a lot of things in my life. I had been a decorative painter, and then I became very passionate about CBD, which is a cannabinoid in one of the cannabis cannabinoids. And I was selling CBD and doing a lot of education about it to physicians and healthcare practitioners. And I also was selling it online, and I still have that website called herohemp.com.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but what happened was, and this is still an issue for people selling CBD, is that it's not recognized as being federally acceptable. It's not recognized by the FDA. So the banks don't want any part of the financing of it. So it was very difficult to get payment processing, and it was costing a fortune. And I had that overseas with England so that people could use credit cards. And it was just a mess. And I was writing a lot of blogs, and basically the company that did have my credit card processing, they shut me down. And it's a very long story, but
Oh my.
this is where I thought, darn it, I don't need you folks. I'm going to maybe I'll sell personally to friends and family who have discovered the benefits of CBD, but I am going to do nothing but education. And I decided to go ahead and get the credentials so that I could present to hospitals, physicians, and the healthcare practitioners that I mentioned.
Good for you.
But I thought that I needed some credentials. And I thought, I'll just, get one of those sort of cheap stickers that says I'm a coach or something. What could I do so that I could have some letters after my name? Well, lo and behold, I got involved in a very serious coaching certification program, which lasted quite a long time. And I graduated and became certified as a life coach and a health coach. And then I realized, well, I really, really like this. I think that I found my new, I'm being called to do this. And I talked to my wife, Belle, about a niche, because one of the things we need is we can't serve absolutely everybody in life, because it's
We'd
just,
love to, but
yeah, it would be nice to. And I said to my wife, Belle, I said, well, I haven't gained and lost 100 pounds. I don't know who to serve. And she has a dementia. She's functioning, but I'm her caregiver. And she said to me, Cheryl, you're a caregiver. That should be your niche. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's true.
light
And
bulb.
I have been doing that for quite a while now, and I haven't looked back. it's been terrific. I have a pretty good sized private Facebook group with caregivers in it, and it's called Confidence for Caregivers in Facebook. I also have several private clients that I meet with. I do programs, as you know, and probably your people know a little bit about coaching, that very often there's programs, and I work with people 6, 12, or 18 weeks, or we tailor it to whatever you need. So I do private coaching weekly with folks, and I also have this group. I am also at this point uh, co-facilitating a caregiver group with Alzheimer's Association,
Oh,
as
wow.
well as uh, a group that I run myself within my private Facebook group, a weekly support group for caregivers in there. And it's all very fulfilling. As I said, I'm still selling CVD, but now coaching is my main focus, absolutely, without a question.
I can see the joy in your eyes when you talk about it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. And I'm glad your wife, Belle, was able to contribute to what you're doing. I
She's
think
my,
that's wonderful.
she's absolutely my champion. Yes.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So I also saw on your site that you interviewed an occupational therapist
Oh, yes.
for
Yes, and that was very well received. And I'm trying very hard to do, probably a monthly, at least, interview with different professionals and colleagues. I've done one with you, Eugenie, and I think we have another one planned coming up
yes.
shortly, I hope. I also have a interview coming up with someone who works at an assisted living facility and is very in the know with all kinds of dementias, and that'll be coming up shortly too. So
Oh,
yes, it's
wonderful.
great to be able to offer not just the coaching, but what do people need? What do they need to be able to give them some kind of peace and a feeling of security on this caregiving journey, because it's really can be very, very intense.
Well, I think that's also part of coaching.
Yes.
You listen and then you provide what is needed
Right.
because you do listen and you are there for the people that you are serving.
Right.
So
Yes, that really helps. And, very often, sometimes, especially during COVID, it's been very I feel sometimes somewhat helpless to be of real help to people who are really caring. And that's been very difficult. And, again, I've talked to my wife, Belle, and I'll say, I don't know what to do. And she says, and this is something I think all coaches should remember. Sometimes we just can't, we're not here to fix someone's life, just to hold space for them. And as Belle calls it, be their standing stone. And sometimes
I
that
like that.
it means a
I
lot.
like that. Your standing stone. I like that. And sometimes a standing stone can also be an anchor.
Absolutely.
So that's wonderful. And where you're located?
In Stockbridge, Massachusetts, rural,
Okay.
Western Massachusetts.
But you also do a lot of online.
Yes, the
Coaching.
private Facebook group is, of course, online, and all the videos, etc. And my private clients are spread all over, California, North Carolina. I only have one private client. They're just spread all over. And we talk on predominantly Zoom video calls, telephone.
Okay.
Before we got really comfortable with Zoom, we were doing telephone, but Zoom is really great to be able to see each other and see what's going on.
It's gotten a little complicated today, but we worked it out.
Yes, we did. Yes,
So how do people get in contact with you?
they can visit my website, CherylHutto.com. I've tried to keep that very simple. I'm also on Facebook, Cheryl Hutto Coaching, and the private caregiver Facebook group is called Confidence for Caregivers.
And it's a really wonderful group. I've
Yes.
joined it and I do participate some in it, and it's a really wonderful group. So
yes, and they're grateful to have you because you're such a calming force as a nurse and someone who is understands hospice and palliative care and all of that. It's been really great to have you in that group, Jeannie.
Well, I get just as much out of it, so that's a good thing.
All right.
Okay. Well, I am so thankful that you joined me today. And now, if you had one takeaway to give to caregivers and to women 50 plus, what would it be? What would your takeaway be? What would you want them to know?
Well, for women 50 plus, right, you just follow your curiosity. What are you curious about? And just be open and know that anything is possible. It doesn't matter. We just keep going, and that's what's intended for us. And as far as being a care partner, I fully believe that it is possible to walk this journey with peace and ease and grace and even joy. So it is possible. Maybe you need help, but you can do it.
It's possible. You
Absolutely.
might need an anchor.
You might need an anchor.
You might need an anchor. And this interview process was actually something that was brought to me from prayer meditation and from listening to a commentary when they were surprised that women over 50 wrote a wonderful cookbook. So
Excellent.
but I'm thankful you were here today. You have a beautiful day. And yes, we will continue our videos on different things for caregivers.
Terrific.
So I'm excited about that.
Thanks for including me. Thank you, Eugenie.
Oh, thank you. And this is showing my newness to Zoom.
You just have to go to the record button and stop it.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay.